to do is really push the idea that the world has consequences and changes and things like that. So
you can bring people over to your side. And I see a couple of those events look like they're dredge related as well.
Yeah, we also have some dredge up here.
do you guys remember the dredge?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is as far south as the dredge go. This is right at the southern edge of the Shiver Peaks. And they have a lot of mining operations down in here. And some of the event chains that are going on in there is there's a Norn Lodge that's right up in here. And the dredge are mining and tearing apart this mountain right next to the Norn Lodge. And as a result, it's causing avalanches and crushing the Norn's house and causing a lot of problems in there. So you get to go in and you get to help the Norn deal with the dredge and go down and destroy their mining machines, raid their base, and try to take the dredge out.
One of the things for the dredge is that the dwarves have left the Shiver Peaks. And as a result, they've gone underground to fight the minions of the Primordius. And their land is abandoned, and the dredge have moved in, and they consider themselves to be the true heirs to the dwarves, and anything that was dwarvish is theirs.
And now anything that's near what was dwarvish is theirs.
It's
They are
theirs.
starting to
They're a little
spread.
expansion.
They're also very xenophobic.
Yes.
And anyone who gets near any territory that they believe is theirs, they believe that those people are going to try to enslave them, and they freak out about that, and they try to kill them as fast as they can and get them out.
And that comes out of dredge heritage. I mean, they were enslaved people, and now that they basically they tend to react that way. The other cool thing about the dredge is they have a lot of sound-based weapons.
Okay. Any other big cool parts?
I think that's the really big stuff. There's a lot of options here where we can pick out
We've got a
spots
whole
on the
bunch
map
of races in
that
this
are
area.
empty, and we can put stuff there if we
Okay.
want.
So, do we want to, let's pick a general area that we want our event chain to be in then. So, we want to do that the way we did it before, maybe? Okay, let's just,
Underwater combat.
let's narrow it down to just quarters of the map.
Okay.
Okay. So, who wants to do an event in the upper right corner of the map? That would mean it might involve Brawl, it might involve Dredge, probably going to involve Norn, maybe Order of Whispers. Anybody for that upper right corner of the map? What? 2 people? 2 people. Okay, so we're not going to do that. 2.5. Okay. Who wants to do the upper left with the Sylvari meeting the Norn and?
We got some.
Okay. That one has a lot. That one's got a lot. Okay. How about the lower left with the fortresses, the undead advancing? The vigil, okay, some of that. How about the lower right with the crate and the quaggin and the, yeah, okay. So that is definitely second. Okay, so let's, we've got 2 favorites. We've got lower right and upper left. Okay, those are now our 2 choices. Who wants to do the upper left with the Norn meeting the Sylvari, all that? Yeah, we might do more counting.
Underwater combat.
18 is definitely not half. So it looks like we're going to go into the lower right. So, so something to do with the quaggin, with the Hylek, with the crate.
So we've got good and bad Hylek tribes here right next to each other. There's a lot of potential for events there. We have Crate and Quaggin next to each other. That's another kind of theme that we're working on.
Do we want to talk about a little bit more explicitly about what happens there? Well, let's okay. So we basically have a couple different areas. We have Hylek. So we could make this event about Hylek. We could make it about Crate. We could make it about Quaggin. Does that seem like that's about right? Okay.
I think we have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if we could suggest like a chain of events that stretches the entire map.
The entire map we're probably not going to do, but we can certainly do a chain that covers the area.
So there are some chains that stretch across entire maps. Those tend to be very complex, and I don't know that we'd have enough time here to tackle that.
Those are usually all-day design meetings for our whole team,
Yeah,
and we're
yeah.
figuring those out.
One thing we know about that we've discovered in the design process is as we start with one event, it often chains off and creates others as well.
Okay. So we have Hylek, we have Quaggin, we have Crate area. Where do what race do we want to sort of concentrate our efforts on? Quaggan? Okay. Anybody not want to do, who doesn't want to concentrate on the Quaggan? Only a few people, only a few naysayers. Okay, the Quaggan are popular. People like the Quaggan? Yeah. Well, let's talk about what's there for the Quaggan then.
Sure, yeah. So we have the Quaggan Village down here. There's a couple of things going on there. So right off the bat, you have defending the Quaggan that live down here from the crate. The crate are trying to capture them. That is the first event in the chain. The second event in the chain is if you fail to capture them, or you fail to defend them, you need to go free them from the crate, from their slave city. Then you have a follow-up for that one, where if you are unable to free them, there is a crate sea witch that shows up, and you get an opportunity to kill her. And if you fail to kill her, she summons a giant storm.